look, your woman, look, in Islam, they women got to play with the rose toy in the name of Allah.
And last, beat them.
Hold on. This is what the Quran say. The Quran say what?
And last, beat them lightly.
And at last, beat them lightly. Meaning, don't go all out balling on her. Don't Mike Tyson her, but you might get smack her up a couple times, man. Now that's in your Quran. Let me see that. This is in your. That's in your goddamn Quran. That's your garbage. That's your garbage Quran. Hey, look, I know it's cold out there. You might want to start a fire with that, man.
Gather yourselves together.
Right, the Bible says to gather yourselves together, man. You understand? You have to come together. You understand? Blacks, Hispanics, and Indians, we have to gather ourselves together, man. You understand? Nobody else is gonna gather us together for us, man. You understand? You have to put in your mind that your brothers and your sisters mean something more to you than everything else in this earth, man. You understand? Your brothers and sisters mean more to you than being high on drugs, man. Your brothers and sisters mean more to you than sliding up or down a pole and joining yourself to America celebrating Christmas, man. Your brothers and your sisters mean more to you, you understand, than a Christian church, man. You understand? We have to gather ourselves together, read on.
Yea, gather together. O nation not desired.
Right, because we're a nation of people that's not desired, man. You understand? We have to bring ourselves together, man.
When you choose to disobey the Lord and you serve all these other religions and these false gods, you know what you get to do? You get to be whoever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. Tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying. All the Muslims in Baltimore, every single Muslim I ever met in Baltimore was a drug dealer. Every single one of them. All of them. What do you say, brother? Come here. Oh, no sweat, you don't got to put the brother on camera, but what do you mean by it's not all Muslim?
Like if I said that about y'all, that would be whack.
No, you can try to say it, but then you would have to prove it.
Well, I mean, I'm saying it goes back and forth. I'm saying, like, if I said every Israelite I met is a drug dealer, like, that doesn't mean you're wrong.
I mean, if you said it, then you would have to prove it. I can prove it. I can show a list of names of Muslims who are known drug dealers. I can tell you about some Muslims who blew up buildings in New York.
That's right. I know about them. That's why I
So you know about the Muslim terrorists.
I refute them because they're a deviant sect. They're a heretic.
Who's a heretic?
Any Muslim who kills innocent people is a heretic.
They're a heretic. According to what?
According to the Quran and the...
So when they bombed the Twin Towers in 9/11, they didn't do it in the name of Allah?
I don't understand the question.
When they got on that plane,
That's right.
and they hijacked that plane, and they set to destroy the Twin Towers. Are you familiar with 9/11?
Very much so. That's right.
Did those Muslims, did they do it in the name of Allah? Possibly, or don't be disingenuous now.
No, I'm saying, if you're talking about them specifically, if you're talking about them specifically, I'm not going to defend them.
I mean, they dead, they gone.
I don't care if they're in the name of Allah.
But why would you not care? Listen, let me tell you something. I care about everything these brothers do. Everything that these brothers behind me do, like you said, if you caught one of these brothers selling drugs, then we have a problem. Because you would then say that there's a fault with us. But here's the problem.
I wouldn't say that.
Why not?
I would not judge your doctrine by the actions of some moron who doesn't understand what he's saying.
You know why? Because you don't understand the truth about you don't understand the truth about God. The only way you can judge a doctrine is by the fruit that it bears. Is that true? That's not true. So the Bible doesn't say that that a good tree will produce good fruit and an evil tree will produce evil fruit.
I'm saying that's a euphemism that I can understand, but when you apply it in real life, if I bring you a person who says I'm Muslim and he's sitting there drinking alcohol, he's opposing what Islam teaches. That doesn't mean Islam is wrong because he's wrong.
Listen.
Just like if I have an Israelite who I met and he's like, oh yeah, I'm fornicating and stuff, but you know, I'm coming back to the Lord tomorrow. You know, that doesn't mean that your doctrine is wrong because he's wrong.
Listen.
It's about the teachings from the book, not the person. Right?
I understand what you're saying.
Just making sure. That's all.
No, I understand what you're saying, but
If you give me a million Muslims who sell drugs, that don't mean Islam told them to sell drugs.
Are you sure about that?
They're going to give you a verse from the Quran to sell drugs.
I could give you a lot of verses in the Quran. That I could. Does the Quran tell you this? Does the Quran tell you this? Let me ask you a question. Is it wrong to beat your woman?
When you say beat, what do you mean?
Is it wrong to raise your hand and hit your woman?
You have to discipline.
Hold on, come here closer.
I know the verse. I mean,
you seem genuine. Is it? I'm asking you a specific question. Is it wrong to hit your woman? Meaning, if I got a wife, right, and I love my wife, this is my baby. I love my woman, and I say, woman, make me some eggs. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Just let me finish, and I'll let you finish. Right? It's a dialogue. But I tell my woman, I say, woman, make me some eggs, and she come back, and the eggs is scrambled, and I say, B-word. You know I do not want my eggs to be scrambled. They supposed to be fried. And I say, the punishment for this, I turn it and I smack her across the face. Is that wrong according to the Quran?
what you just said is absolutely wrong.
Okay, hold on. No, wait, let me just, no, hold on 1 second. I don't want you to think, listen, I don't want you to think that I'm just interrupting you. That when I'm kind of talking over you is because the only reason I'm talking over you is because I have the microphone and speaker, and I just want to make sure that everyone is, understanding what you're saying.
It's conceptual, though. I don't want to get too far into it. I know y'all use that verse, and even Christian missionaries use that verse. Say, oh, Quran says beat your wife. And even Muslims who don't.
I'm not using the verse. I didn't go to a verse, brother. I'm just asking you, is it wrong to hit your wife?
And that's what I'm saying. When you say hit, you're probably imagining smacking.
Brother, if your answer could be yes or no. But is it, listen, and you can rebuttal, but I just want to know, is it wrong to hit your wife?
I'm going to ask you, what do you mean by hit? I'm going to ask you.
And that's why I gave the example.
So that example is wrong. You don't hit your wife. That
Okay, so for the record, he said that example of hitting your wife is wrong. Give us the example where I can beat my wife.
perfect. When you say beat your
You said perfect.
no, as an example. That's a perfect example.
You said perfect. Give me an example where I can hit my wife.
What do you mean by hit?
Meaning my hand
Okay?
physically strikes my woman.
Like what? Like just smack her?
Yes, let's go with that.
You can't do that.
I can't do that.
No.
Why not?
You can't oppress somebody. Islam is against oppression.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, there's verses, but you're getting into the the laws, right? This is called jurisprudence. I don't talk about jurisprudence with people who aren't Muslim. I talk about the fundamental doctrine. Talking about the verse that says beat your wife in English, by the way, that is not talking about doctrine. That's just law. I don't tell you.
Okay.
When you talk about dietary
Is your law not a part of your doctrine?
it is in terms of believing you're supposed to follow it
Wait.
and following it to the best of your ability.
So is it a part of the doctrine, yes or no?
I'm explaining that, but if you don't want me to, that's fine.
No, I want you to, but I want you to act like the scriptures say. Hold on, the scripture. Let me tell you. Let me teach you. The scriptures say that when you're dealing with priests, then let your answers be yay or nay.
Right.
You understand? We don't do a lot of talking, a lot of confusion. Like if you ask me a question, right? If you would have said, as an Israelite, in the Israelite school of I.S.U.P.K, is it okay to hit your wife? No.
Right.
There is no law that says that it's okay.
That's my point.
Right? You see how clear that is? So is it okay to hit your wife in Islam?
When you say hit your wife, I know what you're talking about. You can't treat me like someone who doesn't know. That's not going to work.
I hope you know, brother.
Okay, so-
I don't have conversations like this with people that don't know,
Perfect. So,
but I just want you to answer the question.
I am, but you don't like it. I guess maybe.
You know,
Because like if I ask you about your Bible, you're gonna give me.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna give me content. You're gonna like if I talk about slaughtering children in the Old Testament, you're gonna justify that, right?
I can teach you everything about the Old Testament.
If I tell you that in the Old Testament it says slaughter.
I can tell you how the Bible say we're going to take little babies and dash them against a stone in the future.
And you would justify that.
I don't have to justify something that is. It's right.
Oh, I'm not. See how easily you said that?
Let me ask you another question then, right? So we off the hit it. So and just for the record, in certain instances you can't hit your wife, but for no reason. What about pedophilia? Is it ever okay for a man to sleep or marry an underage woman?
I'm not talking to you about jurisprudence. I'm not doing it.
You say you're not going to talk to me about jurisprudence.
Yeah.
Then what? Talk to me about Islam.
Islam means submission to one God alone and rejection of all God's other.
We're not talking about what you just said. We talking about pedophilia.
No, I have verses of Islam. All the prophets
Okay.
that came before, Abraham and Noah,
Okay.
they weren't Israelites, right?
No.
But then what did they teach? They had a faith,
And
it matches mine.
no, it doesn't.
What did Noah?
Abraham didn't teach nothing that matches nothing you talking about.
What did Abraham
Abraham taught what we have today, which is his faith was in the Most High.
Right. Who was that?
Yahweh.
Okay. Is that what Abraham called him?
Who do you call? His name ain't Allah.
Did Abraham call him Yahweh?
Is it okay to be a pedophile?
So now,
Is it okay to be a pedophile? You want to go, it does whatever name you want to call him. That's fine. That's cool. You want to call him Yeshiva, Yahuwah, you want to call him God. It doesn't matter. Did God say that it was okay to be a pedophile?
it doesn't matter.
In this context, we're talking about pedophilia.
My faith matches Abraham's faith,
No,
not
no.
the laws. Every prophet didn't have the same laws.
Okay, so do you follow Abraham or do you follow Allah?
I thought, what?
You said that your faith matches Abraham's faith.
Yeah.
We're talking about Islam.
Yeah, that was.
Okay, Abraham was not a Muslim.
Of course he was.
No, he was not.
he a Jew?
Abraham was not a Muslim.
he a Jew?
Abraham followed the Most High, and the Most High, through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, set up his children to be Israelites, Jews, and that's who Abraham is the forefather of, not Islam, dum-dum. That's what your religion came from some false prophet. Your religion came from some false prophet that looked at these records and looked at the Israelites and was jealous of our Father choosing us because he gave us laws that made us perfect. You know what Muhammad gave you? Muhammad gave you laws that turned you into pedophiles. He turned you into child rapists, pedophiles, and abusers of women. That's what your law, that's what your Muhammad gave you. Abraham didn't teach that, and that was not Abraham's faith. And that's why you can't answer the question straight. That's why you can't answer the question straight. Is it okay to be a pedophile? Is it okay to be a pedophile? Yes or no? Is it okay to be a pedophile? Yes or no? Is it okay to be a pedophile? Yes or no? Is it okay to be a pedophile? Abraham wasn't a pedophile. Was it okay to be a pedophile? If you don't want to answer the question, this side can't answer the question, brother.
I'm not going to answer the question.
Okay, so you're not going to answer the question, then why'd you even stop and talk? What's the point?
You asked me.
Why are you, if you're not going to answer the question, what's the point of the dialogue?
I was listening, and you were talking about
Maybe you're not listening now. If you're not going to answer the question, then what's the point of the dialogue?
come here to be interviewed. If we want to talk about
I'm not talking about the initial interview. I'm saying right now at this point, if you're not going to answer the question, then what's the point of the dialogue?
because you changed the topic, that's why.
So the point of the dialogue is because I changed the topic?
No, when the topic was one thing and you switched to something else.
No, the only reason I switched is because you didn't want to dialogue about hitting a woman. So do you want to go back to that? I want to talk about it because our women have been being abused in America for 400 years by our oppressor, and now she's being abused by her own man because you decided to follow some Quran. So yeah, we got to talk about it. Listen, I know women right now that are getting burnt with cigarette butts because their husbands are Muslim and they believe that they have to discipline a woman by physically abusing them. That's what Allah teaches. That's what the Quran teaches. Where that Quran at?
Wait, why would you lie about that?
You said what?
Burn that shit.
Read this right here.
I'm not going to talk
Burn
about
that shit.
This your book. This your book, right?
that.
This your book?
Translations.
Okay.
To property left by parents and relatives.
Down here. Mhm. No, it's not highlighted. We're gonna show you. Look at me 1 second. We're gonna show you how in your book I tell you that you're supposed to beat your wife. I'm gonna tell black women and black Hispanic and Native Indian women, I know y'all like how the Muslims dress and they walk around with the kufi and all of that, and you think they all good and righteous because they don't eat pork. You gonna fall into a trap and you're gonna get beat dating some Muslim. You better stay away from the Muslims, man, because it's in their Quran. Read what you got.
And last, beat them lightly.
Hold on, read it from the top a little bit.
As to those women, on those part ye fear disloyalty and ill conduct.
Ooh, so if a woman is this, if you feel like this woman is disloyal, or if you feel like that she has some ill conduct, meaning them eggs won't fry properly, Abraham, She ain't coming home on time, Abraham. Listen, and I understand, brother. I get it, because our sisters be some dragons sometimes. Our sisters don't be listening. They be yelling at us. They be calling us all kinds of names. And I would say that that's some ill conduct. But let's see what the Quran says how you deal with ill conduct of a woman. Read.
Admonish them first.
Admonish them first. Okay, so there's some stipulations, meaning you can't just go straight to beating them. You can't just go straight to turning her. You gotta admonish her first, brother. Read.
Admonish them first. Next, refuse to share their beds.
Meaning take the sex away from them. After you admonish them, hey look, she do it again. She come home late again, Zaya, and now you say, well, you know what? I ain't gonna have sex with you no more. I ain't gonna have sex with you no more. I'm just keep the sex away. Let's see what keep.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, you admonish meaning correct her, meaning she did something wrong and you told her where she was wrong. And now she decided to go do it again. Now you take that rod away from her. Now she gotta suffer. Now she gotta suffer. No sex. She gotta play with the roles too. Look, your woman, look, in Islam, they women gotta play with the roles too in the name of Allah.
And last, beat them.
Hold on. This is what the Quran say. The Quran say what?
And last, beat them lightly.
And at last, beat them lightly. Meaning, don't go all out balling on her. Don't Mike Tyson her, but you might can smack her up a couple times, man. Now that's in your Quran.
Adding words. I'm listening.
Let me see that. This is in your goddamn Quran. That's your garbage. That's your garbage Quran. Hey, look, I know it's cold out there. You might want to start a fire with that, man. Cause that Quran is disgusting, man. Give me the scripture where it says that the Lord made Ishmael to be a wild man. Give me that scripture. I'm gonna show you where your Quran came from. Go ahead. What you want to say? Go ahead and defend beating your woman. Go ahead and defend it.
I have witnesses.
About you beating women?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious.
You just said I beat women.
No, I didn't say you beat women. We talking about your doctrine. We talking about your Quran. Did your Quran not just say to beat women lightly?
Why are you acting like a woman right now?
Did your Quran say to beat women lightly? I ain't acting like no woman, and you ain't gonna come beat me because your Quran said so. Yeah, man, you wanna try that?
Let me talk.
I'm letting you talk. Answer the question.
Can I talk?
You can answer the question.
So I can't talk?
You can answer the question.
So I have witnesses who saw you add words to the book. Oh, he had the tap.
Hey, check this out. This brother is dropping something heavy on you. And what you have not realized is we actually love black Hispanics and Native Indians. You understand? Hold on, this brother done broke down your book. Your so-called book, and told you one of the things that is prominent in the black community because of a certain religion, right? Religion have been a prison for our people as black Hispanics and Native Indians. You understand? We talk about real freedom, that's keeping God law, statutes, and commandments. We've never seen you before, but guess what? We're here all the time. Why? Because our people are in dire need of knowing what's the truth. You understand? We're going to talk about something that's in the Bible about Ishmael. You got it for me, brother? Right, read.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 16, verse 12. And he will be a wild man.
He will be a what?
Will be a wild man.
And the question that you may ask, what would Ishmael be called a wild man? Wild man simply means a criminal, you understand? To beat your wife would make you a criminal, you understand? That's simple, right? That's something that you can't put your hands on no woman. Your job is to admonish a woman, mean to teach her, correct her, right? That's real love, you understand? The Bible, we're supposed to treat each other in what? Brotherhood and sisterhood. Brotherhood is anonymous with what? Sisterhood. I know it look foreign because you never seen brothers talk as aggressive. You see this, but do you understand this?
I understand that you preach the Bible.
No, we teach the Bible.
Okay, teach them. I'm not going to insist on my words.
I'm going to insist on it. That's my
I
job.
wasn't saying that against you. I'm saying if you need to correct me, please do it.
Okay, please.
You're here to teach the Bible.
Uh-huh.
I have the Quran.
You have what?
The Quran.
You have what?
The Quran.
A who?
So
Yeah, okay, a Quran down the street. My bad. I'm sorry. Hey, go ahead, brother.
when you tap out, I'm the next guy I can talk to.
Who?
When you
See, what you don't understand is we don't have to say a goddamn word to you. See, this is not about you. This is for the people who actually want to change their lives, man. People who are actually in search and in need of the truth. But we're not out here to teach one individual. You understand? This word is for people who are lost in the earth, man. That's why the Bible calls us what? The 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. The lost sheep of the house of Israel. You understand? We are people that are lost. That's why we follow all the religions in the earth. That's why we follow politics and things that are in the earth. That's not waking our people up and knowing who they are. And guess what? We follow the Quran down the street. We are further confused and we're further lost, man. Follow Ishmael or follow Islam, you will be a wild man. Makes you a criminal, you understand? Read on, brother.
His hand will be against every man.
His hand will be what?
Will be against every man.
What, you know what? You can't. Iraqi people or people that follow the Quran are always angry with every damn body, man. You gotta watch them jokers, man. They never satisfied. Right. They're always looking to get something for free. A bunch of thieves, man. You understand? Come on. You know what it's a wild man to do? A wild man to strap bombs to himself, get on the goddamn plane, I.S.U.P.K, boom. He done. You understand? He'll walk into the White House, I.S.U.P.K, boom. You understand? He's a wild man. Ain't no telling what he gonna do. And you know what I'm saying? And when we follow that religion, that's what we fall into, man. God didn't give us religion, you understand? God gave us law, statutes, and commandments, you understand? That's what we should be following. And you know how we tell the truth? When you cut a brother who been talking about he Ishmael and he ran down the street, ran down the street, he go to talking to somebody else, man. It's done. You follow all them errors, man. Guess what? They are the main ones opening up all the smoke shops, selling drugs to these kids. They the main one doing it. A whole bunch of what? Criminals, man. Goddamn wild men. You understand? And this empire is black, Hispanic, Native. We don't have power to do anything, man. We come out with a microphone in the Bible, and guess what? They hate it, man. They hate it. You understand? But guess what? A criminal can open up a smoke shop. You hear me? A criminal can do what? Beat his wife? Ain't that what you just said? Come on, man, stop playing. You see what he doing now? He being entertained. Keep bringing it out, brother.
Give that powerful officer a powerful hand, man. We're gonna teach you the truth about everything out here, man. Especially that disgusting Islam, man. Them Muslims, man, we had brothers that was in New Jersey back in the 60s, man. A man by the name of I.S.U.P.K, man. A brother who learned that the true Jews, according to the Bibles, were black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. And he sought to go out on the street corner like you see us today. And I.S.U.P.K was teaching on the street corner, teaching black people that they were the greatest people on earth, teaching black people that they shouldn't sell drugs, teaching black people that we shouldn't be unaliving each other, and that Christ was a black man. And you know what them stinking Muslims did? Them stinking Muslims went on that street corner and they shot and killed I.S.U.P.K because they were teaching the truth, man. So you think we give a damn about some Islam, man? Islam is producing criminals, man. A jailhouse religion, man. That's why they fill up the prisons, man. But you can't talk about the Israelite school of U.P.K. The Israelite school of U.P.K fills no prisons up, man. You don't see us in no jails. You don't see us in no prisons nowhere on the earth, man, because we follow the laws of the Most High, man. We follow the laws of our God, man, and we ain't following after no stinking Quran, man, that teaches you to beat your woman and to have sex with underage women. That Quran is so conflicting and so confusing, that shit don't even believe itself. You understand? That's why he said, I asked him about the Quran, my he said, I ain't talking about the jurisdiction of the Quran. What the hell is that? If we're going to talk about the records that's in your book, we should be able to talk about it, man. You understand? Read what you got.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 16, verse 12. And he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him.
And that's the Middle Easterns to a T, man. That's the Muslims to a T. Just go on a war with everything and everybody. Give me Romans chapter 13 and verse 11, man. Just go on a war with anything and everybody, man. But it's no sweat, brother. It's no sweat. We understand, man. We know you out here because you looking for a change. You looking for a change just like the Christian is, man. Just like the gangbanger is, just like the drug addict, just like the drug dealer. We need a change out here, man. We need salvation. We need a solution, man. And the solution is the Israelite school of UPK under command of General Yohana, man. That's the only leader. Don't give a damn about your Louis Farrakhan. Don't give a damn about your dishonorable Elijah Muhammad, man. You understand? Gonna kill Malcolm X. Who you think murdered Malcolm X? You understand? One of your greatest leaders in that damn religion, man. That fake religion. It was Muslims, man. Why? Because that is the fruit of following after this wild man. That is the fruit of following after this wild religion, man. The Bible don't have nothing to do with Islam, and the Lord don't want nothing to do with that fake religion, man. You understand? A bunch of drug dealers and murderers, man. Every drug dealer in prison is a Muslim. Every single one of them, man. You understand? But we gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. What you got?
Are y'all racist?
Are we racist? Are you a pedophile? Are you a pedophile?
What?
You no, talk to me. Don't be scared talking to him. Talk to me. You said what?
Wallahi, by Allah, by God's name, I am not afraid.
Okay, then talk to me.
I tried.
No. You started talking to him.
No. I really don't want to be up here. As much as I can.
Yeah, you asked me what? You asked me if I'm racist, right? You asked me if I'm racist. Let me tell you something. The Lord is racist. The Lord is racist. The Lord is racist. But you want to know something better? You want to know something that we don't do? We don't strap bombs to our chest and go kill innocent people. We don't hijack planes and go bomb the Twin Towers. We don't sell drugs to our community. You're talking about somebody being a racist when you're a drug dealer. Your religion is full of drug dealers and child molesters talking about somebody being a racist, man. Get out of here with that nonsense, man, and keep walking down the street. Remember this, the scriptures say the wicked flee when no man pursueth, man. We ain't chasing you with bombs, Islam. And you know what else? We don't wear dresses, man. Get that dress off of you, man. Y'all dressing like you in the Middle East in the Sahara Desert, man. You in Raleigh, North Carolina, man. Take that nonsense off, man. Read what you got, Romans 13.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake.
Listen, it's high time to awake, black man. You black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you a man, woman, or child, it's time to wake up, man. Get out of them Christian households, man. That Muslim mosque, man, that Buddhist temple. It's time to wake up because our lives is on the line. The lives of our children is on the line every day in this place, man. Why? Because these religions is keeping us asleep. That BET keeping us asleep. The thinking we got a right to a vote is keeping us asleep. But we got an enemy, man, that done knocked our door down. He inside of our house, man, and we hear him. And what you gonna do? You gonna go back to sleep when you hear an intruder in your house, or you gonna wake the hell up, black man?
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to I.S.U.P.K.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one